me, Indy, and I'm here today with my wrap-up. It's a classic and booktube community. I started doing my own so I can talk about these books. Problem is, I don't finish a book in a month. If I was to finish a book in a month, it's usually because I really like it and I can't put it down. The fastest I ever finished a book was in a week, and that was The Raven Boys, and like a span of 2 hours, but that's a graphic novel. And it's very short, so that's why. For me to do wrap-ups, I'm going to do them every 2 months. So that's why I'm going to talk about the books I read in March and April, which luckily is only 3 books. So yeah, hopefully I'll be able to read more books so I can talk about more of them. But yeah, let's talk about them. This is the first time I ever downloaded Libba, and it has been a joy, especially now in quarantine, even though I have a lot of books and I have to read them all. I can read other books I've been wanting to read, and one of the books I wanted to read but didn't really want to purchase was To All the Boys I've Loved Before, and I gave this book a 3 out of 5 stars. Usually with my ratings, camera focus. Usually with my ratings, I will give a book like 3 stars if I really enjoyed it. It wasn't like a favorite, or like I had a lot of fun and it was like worth a read. You're not going to waste your time reading it. 2 is usually I'm wasting my time. Hi. So, while I was editing the video, I noticed that I did not tell you what these books were about. So, quickly, I'm going to come in here and tell you what all these books are about. All the Boys I've Loved Before is by Jenny Han. I have it on my computer, so I'm looking over here. It is about a girl named Laura Jean, who is very romantic. She's a very hopeless romantic type of person. And usually when she falls in love very hard. So to kind of have the feeling and move on from it, she writes a love letter to them, folds up and puts it in a special hat box she has, and then puts it away, and then she's all good and normal. One day while she was at school, her sister's ex-boyfriend comes up to her with one of the letters. It was like, what's this? And Laura Jean, panicking, runs the hell home and searches and finds that she can't find her hat box. So now all the letters that she written to all these boys have been sent to them, and now they know that she likes them, or had liked them. So to not be together with her sister's ex-boyfriend, because that's not okay, she decided to fake date because she told him a lie and said that she was dating someone, and date this guy named Peter Kavinsky, who both decide that they're gonna fake date for a little while, so not only to make his girlfriend jealous, but also so she can live her lie with her sister's ex-boyfriend. It was pretty good. I liked it. I had a lot of fun. It was definitely a book I kind of needed at that time I was reading it. It was just like nice, fluffy, kind of turn off your brain and just, I was listening to the audiobook, I would just turn off your brain and just listen to it. And there was a lot of moments where I just kind of laughed. Because Laura Jean is so adorable, and I love her to pieces. The reason why I took those 2 stars off is because of Josh and Peter. I hate them both. Laura Jean, she was amazing. I loved her. She was very cute. You could read books about her just in general. She is worth the read just to listen to her be her adorable self. Yeah, I didn't like how Peter was. He was very controlling and kind of a douchebag. He was just a complete douchebag. Josh, he was alright. He didn't get on my nerves enough. He was very sweet, and I loved Josh. But I just didn't like him. He was a bit of a douchebag too, and he wouldn't talk to her. And I really wish there was in the Netflix movie of the Halloween chapter, and how Peter dressed up as Peter Parker, and he got mad at her because she dressed up as Cho Chang, and Josh dressed up as Harry Potter, I believe. That was a douchey move, and it was really horrible, and it annoyed the hell out of me. I really hated Peter. I like movie Peter, I just don't like book Peter, which is really weird. I've never experienced that before. The Boys I Loved Before, pretty good. Next book I read was The Diviners. which I gave a 5 out of 5. It's my first 5 out of 5 of the year, which is The Diviners. The Diviners by Libba Bray. It's a book set in 1926, I believe. And we follow a girl named Evie O'Neill, who got herself in a little bit of trouble. And so her parents sent her away to go live with her uncle in New York, where he runs a museum called the Superstition, about all sorts of superstitious type of stuff. Other known as like the Museum of Creepy Crawlies. One day, the police officers came over to the museum asking for her uncle for help to solve this murder, and Evie comes along. She forces her uncle to bring her along, and she realizes that her power, that she has a power that she can see, like, premonitions or whatever of that person, like what they went through, and realized that her power could probably help her uncle not only like solve this murder, but also maybe solve and make sure that the museum doesn't like get bankrupt and close down forever. I decided to give this a read because I've heard Paperback Dreams talk about it before and it sounded interesting, so I decided to give it a go. I love this book. I also listened to this on audiobook. Are these all audiobooks? No, one of them's not. But I listened to The Diviners, and first off, I love the narrator. It was January Joy, I think her name is. That was amazing. I love how she voiced all the characters. I love all the characters also, which is new for me, but I really loved all the characters. They're all written very diversely and differently, and I love them both. I also love how Evie is slightly annoying of her personality, and just, it is who she is. But I love that too, because she has flaws, and I love that. I love all the learning I got. It got me interested. That's another thing why I gave it 5 stars. It got me interested in 1926 and how it was, and how the music was, and the lifestyle was. It was really interesting, and I like it when books are able to do that for me. I almost wanted to get a star off because of Naughty John. Granted, even though he wasn't really that scary of a villain, in my opinion, I wasn't intimidated by him at all. But he's a good villain in the sense that his song kept being stuck in my head and I would murmur it throughout my whole house. That was really good. So I like it. I like the book for that. It's a really good book. I actually had to finish it all in one day for like 2 days left, and I had 8 hours left to read, so I had to listen to the rest in one day, and I finished it like an hour left. And I made a bunch of paintings for it. You can see the paintings at my art Instagram. That's right here. And I also give updates about all the books I've read over there. Next book I read, Shadow and Bone. I read Shadow and Bone. I give it a 3 out of 5 stars. Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo. I have a little hard time explaining this one, so I'm going to try my hardest here. This one will follow a girl named Elena Starkov. And she is a soldier, she is a map maker, and her fleet, or troops, I don't know what to call them, are going to go into this thing called the Fold. She goes and does this thing, and she finds out that she has power as well in there because one of her best friends got hurt by one of the things that are in the Fold. And once the Darkling finds out she has this power, he decides he wants to bring her into a castle, I can't remember, the small palace, to help her learn her power and help him destroy the Fold. And that's about it. That's all I can really remember about that book. There's other stuff I can tell you about it, but they're kind of spoilers, so I'm going to allow you to kind of read about it yourself. But it's mostly like learning about the world. It's a very world building type of book. I'm pretty sure I kind of want to give it a 2 now. I just want to rank it down to a 2. Is it worth a read? I don't think so. If you want to read it for the Netflix show, then go ahead. But I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. The Darkling was completely cliche. It felt like he read like an How to Be a Villain 101 book. He wasn't intimidating. Anytime he tried to intimidate Ooh, that's bad. I don't remember her name. This is another thing. I kept forgetting the main character's name, and I'm in her head. I should know what her name is, but I don't know her name. Is it Elena? Hopefully that's right. I'm gonna call her Elena from now on. But yeah, I didn't like the Darkling. He wasn't a good villain in my opinion. He was annoying. Anytime he was on page, I just was annoyed. Mav? What is his name? I forgot all the characters' names. I just read this a couple days ago. This is bad. I think this shows on how much I didn't enjoy that book. But yeah, I didn't like Elena either. She was a very cliche main character. I didn't like her. I kept forgetting her name. I did not care about anything she was going through. I didn't care for any of the Grisha. I was very confused over her power. She kept on saying she felt the light. That didn't make sense to me, or like the light was coming, or something along those lines. And none of it made sense to me in that description. In my head, she's either having light come out of her hands, or her whole body is turning to light like Captain Marvel, but only like a sunbeam, like an actual sun. So I didn't, and she can like, it can kind of glow off of her and she can control it. I don't know, it didn't make sense to me. She could have put more descriptions into how the light was and how it looked or how it felt. Is it worth the read? If you want to watch the Netflix show, go ahead. If you want to not wait for it, yeah, it's worth that. I may just drop it down to a 2, but yeah, I'm still gonna read it for the Netflix show, but that's about it. That's all I'm doing this for. It's not because I like the characters like at all. I'm just doing it for the Netflix show. Also to get to Shadow and Bone. Not Shadow and Bone, that's not it. Six of Crows. I'm gonna continue reading them so I can get to Six of Crows, even though I know you don't have to. I kinda want to, just for myself. Those have been all the books I've read in the months of May and April. I want to try to read more, at least like 2, and probably squeeze in a 3rd every month. Luckily I already have some books that I'm reading that I have to finish, so I'm going to try and finish those. I'm going to tell you what they are, or I won't do them. I'm that type of person. Hopefully I get more bookish videos up. Yeah, I don't know how to end this. If you guys want to see more bookish content or artist content like this, go click that subscribe button down below and go leave me a like. If you have any book recommendations for me, go leave them in the comments down below. I love to hear them. I hope you guys have an awesome day, and yeah, bye guys.